Yeah, sorry, this wasn't necessarily a video for the couples this time, but I felt like I've never really seen a video calling out the things that I hear of like from other photographers, like, man, you're fun to work with because I hate it when videographers do X, Y, and Z. And so for other videographers out there, I wanted to make this video. And for other photographers, and even my photographers out there, it helps when you guys do X, Y, and Z, the stuff that I listed out before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So 5 reasons of how we can be the best team for our couples. So the first one is working as a team. So talking with other photographers and even just my own experience, when the other is working mainly for themselves and not as a team, they're not really thinking out for the other person. So for example, if I see a shot or if I see something really cool or a moment that's really special and I kind of keep it to myself and I don't let the photographer know, then I'm being pretty selfish. I would still want that moment shared from a photographer's perspective with the couple later on. And vice versa. Like if there's a really special moment going on, then I would want the photographer to be like, yo, Kyle, come here real quick. There's this really cool thing happening right now. Oh, sweet, thanks, I'm on my way. So I think working as a team is super important, super crucial, because once you kind of prioritize yourself, either or, if I prioritize myself or the photographer prioritizes themselves over me, then here you go, you dropped it. Then ultimately, like, the couple is missing out on other moments being captured in a different way, and it's not benefiting the couple. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to document their day, but we also need to work together. And I think almost all the photographers said, when the videographer is working, kind of isolated and for themselves and not as a team, they really don't like working with them. And I feel the same way. The second thing is sharing location knowledge, angles, and ideas. And I think this is really important. I know this is really important because there are plenty of venues that I haven't shot at, as I'm sure that there are venues and even locations of venues that the photographer has not seen that I may see. We're another pair of eyes, basically. So think of it as we are each other's second in that kind of same way. So if we're walking around and we're looking for a first look location, and the photographer has worked in that location, I would want to know that you've worked here before. What location really worked well for you? Let's go check it out real quick. And if I see something on the way, then we can kind of bounce each other's ideas off. And ultimately, like, we do need to come to a decision, so we're not going to fight over it. But definitely, I think being able to share that knowledge with each other is super important. And it can really save time too. If we take just a couple minutes to chat about this spot, this location for the ceremony, where we're going to be at for the ring shot, or where we're going to be at for the first look, or the father dress reveal, or even where prep locations will be at. It can ultimately save time later on so that the bride isn't doing, bride, couple, family, whoever it might be, is doing the same thing over and over again. The third thing, let's see what we got here. The third thing is reminding each other of wedding timeline details or shot lists. So there are going to be, more so for the photographer side, that there are going to be certain things that I know that the bride would want captured with photo. Whether that's certain details or things like that. Because granted, there are photo and video moments, but I think it's still, even just from a videographer's perspective, I still want to be able to help the photographer. So I'm still looking at, even if it's the photographer shot list and the timeline, throughout the day, I'm looking at both of those things to make sure that, one, I'm not missing anything from my probably shorter shot list, but that the photographer also isn't forgetting certain shot list items. Did you eat all of them? You still got a couple in there. I know. I'll get you some more food in a little bit. It's not lunchtime yet, so you can't eat too much. But yes, so reminding each other of certain things is super important. The next thing is be fun, be cool, and be a professional. Don't be uptight. Don't keep to yourself. Even if you are an introvert, you're literally only talking with one, maybe other two people, other than the couple for the day. So that shouldn't be too bad. And ultimately, if you're in this business, you need to know how to be able to talk with other vendors and the bride and the groom and family members. So don't be afraid to It's a banana puff. Thanks. So don't be afraid to chat. But just be fun. Remember, like, this is a really fun and exciting day for the couple, so this should be a really fun and exciting day for you. And I think it's reminding each other of, like, being able to relax, to have fun. Like, yes, we're still there to be professional. We're still there, like, as this is our job, but we do need to make sure that we're still having a good time. We're still having fun. And I think the last thing was believe that we can be better together. And this is something that I think kind of goes like to a win-win relationship, which is a big mentality that I have. But I really do think that we need to remember, or really believe, that we are better together than better alone. Because I can't tell you how many times, from both myself experiencing it and other photographers telling me while we're working together, that they wouldn't have seen this location or this angle or this shot had we not, voiced, hey, check this out, or look at this, or what do you think of this? Which ultimately can really help our creativity, because you're doing it again. You're not even coughing. Yeah, you're not even coughing. That's fake. People don't want to hear that. No, they don't want to hear that. All right. Anyway, really remembering, or really ingraining it in your head, like, you want a videographer to be there and help you. And from a videographer's perspective, I definitely want a photographer to be there on the wedding day to help coordinate certain shots and certain angles. So realizing that we are better together and that we need each other to do our best. So those are kind of just like the general things. But here are some small gestures that I do that I feel like can definitely go a long way into helping in all of these areas. Start a text thread in the morning or the night before with the photographer, the venue, or specifically the photographer and the day of coordinator. That way everyone is on the same page of when we're starting and where we're at certain times. And I know for the planners out there, you really appreciate it, even if we're running behind in a certain area, that you really do like to know what is going on at certain times. Dude, what is wrong with you? Can I put you down, or are you gonna start crying if I put you down? Huh? Huh? What's wrong? What's going on? You're being a butt. Watch this. You can start crying. No. You want a snack? Please hold. Come on. Come on. What do you want? Eat your apple. All right. He's got some food. So I'm gonna try to bust this through real quick. So yeah, start a text thread in the morning. Photographer, the planners will all really appreciate it. Help with equipment when you can. So I usually have a backpack and a gimbal, sometimes a gimbal or just handheld. But if I have an extra hand and I'm able to help a photographer out and it look like they need some help, why not help them? vice versa. I've had other photographers offer to help me when I'm carrying lighting, my camera bag, the other camera, and so on and so forth, and they see me struggling. It really helps because then I don't have to make a second trip. So small things like that go a long way. Remind each other to go to the bathroom and drink water or something. Drink something. That's kind of a given. You photographers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Like 8 hours and then you're like, oh man, why does my stomach hurt? Because I wasn't drinking water. Or man, I'm feeling super antsy and I gotta use the bathroom, but guess what? The grand entrance is about to start and then the speeches are right after. Well, guess what? You gotta hold that thing for another 15, 30 minutes sometimes. Maybe even longer, depending on how long those speeches are. And let's see, last one is just make a new friend. We're there to have fun. I would probably say since me shooting for just over a year now, or a year and a few months, a year and a half. Anyway, for the amount of time that I have been shooting, which isn't too long, I've gained amazing friends, amazing frienders, and a lot of work from other photographers, other planners, but just be cool, be fun, be professional, have fun, and just do your best work. And yeah, sorry, this wasn't necessarily a video for the couples this time, but I felt like I've never really seen a video calling out the things that I hear of like from other photographers, like, man, you're fun to work with because I hate it when videographers do X, Y, and Z. And so for other videographers out there, I wanted to make this video. And for other photographers, and even my photographers out there, it helps when you guys do X, Y, and Z, the stuff that I listed out. So thanks again to the photographers. We've got Tyler at Tyler Chase Photography. We've got Sarah at Sarah Zimmerman. Alexa from Lex and the Lotus. Melissa at Melissa Montoya Photography. Kevin at Kevin Lee Vu, I believe. Thanks to you guys for, one, being awesome to work with. I really enjoyed working with all of you. And I hope that you guys either share this video or just tag others. Stop, don't touch the tripod, leave it alone. As you can tell, I'm a dad, and if you haven't seen any of these videos before, he's usually pretty good and we're usually having some fun. But today, he's not listening. Don't touch the tripod. Leave it alone. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah. You wanna say bye to the peeps again? Come here. Uh-oh. Here you go. Say bye. Bye. Can you look right here? This one. Say bye. Say bye-bye. He's looking at the screen again. I'm looking at the screen. We're all looking at the screen. Bye! Good job! Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye! See you later. Ciao, ci vediamo. A più tardi. Okay, peace.